Hi, I'm David from Rumble Finance. Today we're going to talk about credit ratings and why they matter. With a credit rating, the most important part that you need to know is that it actually has an impact on your ability to borrow. The impact on your application is the bank will look at your creditworthiness and decide whether or not your history is satisfactory. History may include things like, have you paid everything on time? Do you have any registered defaults? That is, that a company who has not received payment has registered against one of the credit rating agencies such as Visa Advantage or Dun & Bradstreet. I think they're actually called Equifax now. This will determine whether or not you can get the application approved simply and easily at the time that you're making the application. A person with a $100 telecom default, with somebody like Telstra or Optus, can actually have their application declined or referred for further investigation, and then a deep and detailed explanation will be required in order for you to get the application approved. In a case of where you're borrowing more than 80% of the value of a house, for example, this can actually cause the mortgage insurer to decline the loan, and if they decline the loan, then the application no longer will proceed. So those are the sort of things that can actually have a major impact on any application for finance, whether it's home loans or credit cards or personal loans. So that's why it's always a great idea to find out what is your credit history, what is your credit rating, and make sure that you keep all those bills paid and on time. We'll go to how you can do that in just a moment. Before we get to how we can avoid the credit inquiries becoming a problem in the future, what I want to talk about quickly is the number of credit inquiries that you make will have an impact on your application. So for example, if in the last 12 months you've made 10 credit inquiries, credit cards, personal loans, home loans, it will actually have a negative impact because the banks will want to know why you're making so many inquiries, and are these applications being declined and therefore you're making continuous applications for finance? Are you in financial difficulty? Are you desperately trying to find finance? Those are the sort of thought processes that go through the credit departments of various banks. And also some of these systems are automated now, so they just automatically credit score you above a certain number of inquiries in a 12-month period. The loan's either declined or referred. So just keep in mind that when you're making an inquiry for credit card or personal loan finance or even home loan applications. And now the important thing, how to avoid having credit problems in the first place. Number one tip, direct debits. Set them up and make sure you've got enough money in your account each time the bill's due. What I would suggest is having a separate account for your bill payments, so everything, that's your home loans, your credit cards, your electricity bill, all of that stuff. Keep it separate from your day-to-day expenses such as groceries and spending money for the weekend. That way you won't have the issue of running out of money on the account and the money goes directly to the institution on the day it's due. Make sure that you set the due date for the direct debit to come out at least 1 or 2 days prior to the due date of the bill, so it's not considered late or missed. Some of these things will be automated, so be careful. And if you do find yourself in a dispute with a company, bank, telco, the rule should be pay first, argue later. There's a lot of avenues you can go down to settle a dispute and to save your credit history for the future. It is a nightmare to try and have a default removed from your credit history. Make sure, pay first, argue later. Thank you for listening, and hopefully that's helped you with a few inquiries you may have. Contact us on info@rumblefinance.com. My name is David Smith. Have a great week.